The House will come to order. The pledge today will be led by Covey Diaz, Max Tong, Luke McAdams, and Olivia Hertel from Kiffin Elementary, Golden, Colorado.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Kohler, please call the roll.
Representatives Arndt, Becker J, Becker K, Brown, Buck, Buckner, Carver, Conti, Corum, Court, Danielson, Del Grosso, Dorr, Duran, Esgar, Everett, Fields, Foote, Garnett, Janal, Hamner, Humphrey, Joshi, Kagan, Klingenschmidt, Krafttharp, Landgraf, Lawrence, Lebsock, Lee, Leonard, Lontine, Lundeen, McCann, Melton, Mitch Bush, Moreno, Navarro, Neville, Nordberg, Representative Nordberg. Pabon, Pedersen, Primavera, Priola, Rankin, Ransom, Rosenthal, Rupe, Ryden, Sane, Salazar, Sias, Singer, Thurlow, Tyler, Van Winkle, Vigil, Willett, Williams, Wilson, Windholes, Winter, Wist, Young. Madam Speaker.
With 65 present, 0 absent, a quorum is present. Representative Klingenschmidt.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good morning, members. If I could have your attention to the well, please. With apologies to Representative Kagan's favorite band, the Beatles, I intend to sing the dispensing of the reading of the journal. This is to the favorite Beatles tune, Hey Jude. Dickie Lee, don't make us read that old journal. I move to dispense with it. Chris Santa, you are such a rising star. Accept the journal as a clerk amended. Dickie Lee, don't make us read that old journal. I move to dispense with it. Chris Santa, you are such a rising star. Accept the journal as a clerk amend it, mend it, mend it, mend it, mend it, mend it. Everybody! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Dickie Lee. No, 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 no. Sing with me, people. No. Dickie Lee, Dickie, 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 Dickie Lee. No, 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 no. No, 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 Dickie Lee. One last round. No, 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 no. No, 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 Dickie Lee. Thank you.
You have heard the motion that the journal be adopted as corrected by the chief clerk. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. Oh my goodness. That motion passes. And Representative Klingenschmidt, I counted 8 times that you did not refer to me as the speaker. That, in my estimation, that's about $16 that you owe the Going to be a nice lunch for the staff at the end of the session. Announcements and introductions. Representative Court.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, we have a very special group of people here with us today. The Rocky Mountain Employee Ownership Center is dedicated to making certain that small businesses continue to exist in Colorado. When a small business owner is going to retire or might, for one reason or another, not be able to continue managing the business, he or she can sell it to his or her employees and keep the business going. So we just have a real quick tribute that we want to give to these people. The members of the Colorado House of Representatives recognize and thank the Rocky Mountain Employee Ownership Center for its efforts to stimulate employee ownership opportunities in our state. When the owners of businesses sell their companies to their employees via either a worker cooperative or an employee stock ownership plan, the selling owner, the employees, and the community all benefit. Employee ownership is a broad-based form of capitalism where the employees have a role in decision-making and a stake in the outcome of their own efforts. We resolve to support this and all forms of free enterprise. On request of Representatives Lois Court and Paul Rosenthal.
Please proceed, Representative Rosenthal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. So members, I concur wholeheartedly with the tribute, and thank you, Representative Court, for your words. Just to add a few, I'd like to thank everyone for being here from the RMEOC. They're becoming more and more active, and I congratulate them for that.
May we introduce them, Madam Speaker?
Representative Court, please.
May we introduce a few of them?
Certainly. Since
Thank
you have
you.
a tribute, that's in order.
Thank you. I would like to introduce my constituent, Dick Peterson, who is one of the founders of this organization. Dick, would you please stand if you're in the chamber? Oh, Dick's upstairs. He's my former aide, too.
Representative Rosenthal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I'd like to introduce the Executive Director of RMEOC, who is Halisi Vincent, my constituent, actually, and friend.
Would all of you please stand? Would all of you please stand and be recognized?
Please stand and be recognized by the members. Thank you.
Representative Kraft-Tharp.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to say a special thank you for coming here to the Capitol, to Geneva, who's our Rotary Scholarship student, and her friend, Representative Ann McGeehan, who have joined us today.
Are there further announcements and introductions? Representative Ryden.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, you have a flyer on your desks this morning from the United Veterans Committee. Is there anyone who has not attended their annual banquet? Just a few of you, so this is a reminder that this year's banquet will be held on Sunday, April 10th. It will be at the Renaissance Denver Hotel at 3801 Quebec Street. That's out by the old Stapleton Airport Hotel Row. And the reception and cash bar begins at 3:30 p.m. It's an early event, folks, and the banquet seating begins at 5 p.m. You know, they always have excellent speakers, and this year's keynote is the Honorable Robert Bob McDonald. He's the Secretary of the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. So I'm sure we'll get an update on the VA hospital and other things that are happening. So you need to make your reservations by this Friday, April 1st, and you can do it online or contact Bill Hanna, and that information is on your flyer. And you also are welcome to purchase an ad in the program if you would like to say something special to our veterans. So hope to see you all there on Sunday, April 10th. Thank you.
Representative Conti.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, once again, you are seeing this wonderful, cute little flyer on your desk this morning, lest you think that it is just a repeat of the previous information that has been put on your desk before. The one thing that is crucial that we have added to this is we are asking you to invite your aides to also submit their pictures of their beloved dogs that they have at their home for our event. And we also added the word Senate because it is now going to be joint with our Senate partners. They said it was tradition, so we kind of had to go along with that. But anyway, please do extend this to your aides, and we've got the deadline on there to have those in to us by Thursday, April 7th. So don't delay. Get those sent in before you forget. Thanks so much.
Representative Dorr.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Real quick, I wanted to introduce a group of students over to my right, most of your left, from Campo, Colorado. That is about 8 miles north of the Oklahoma border. So they drove up last night on a school bus, nonetheless. That can't be the most comfortable drive, but they did make it here, and they're going to be able to go back home and tell them, hopefully, that the people down there at Capitol are doing what they're supposed to be doing for them. So I want to welcome them. Thank you.
Representative Pedersen. And Representative Buckner.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, we have some special guests today. Our education support professionals are with us here on the floor. They are essential partners in running great public schools. These trained professionals are often the first people our children say hello to when they start their day, and the last ones they wave goodbye to before they go home. They're the people who drive our children to school, help them across the street, provide them a nutritious meal, and keep their school buildings clean and safe.
They are a bridge for teachers, administrators, parents, and community members, and are a dedicated reminder that it takes the whole team to serve the whole child. The Colorado House of Representatives thanks them for their hard work and expertise and is proud to recognize these unsung heroes of our public education system. Would these education support professionals who are here today please stand so we can recognize you?
Join us in welcoming them. Thank you for your work.
Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker and colleagues, I just want you to know I'm so efficient and I'm so in tune with your feelings. During budget week, knowing that we need all the help that we can get, and particularly today with appropriations before and after our work here on the floor, I asked my preacher, Parker Bullard, to come, so he's here for extra prayer if you need it.
Thank you, Representative Wilson. No fine there. I may need him myself. Are there further announcements and introductions? Seeing none, the next order of business is third reading of bills, final passage. Members, please take your seats. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 13. Oh, Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to lay over House Bill 1354 until April 1st.
The motion is to lay over House Bill 1354 until April 1st. Is there any objection? Seeing none, so ordered. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1294.
House Bill 1294 by Representatives Lantina and Esgar, also Senator Guzman, concerning health care coverage for contraceptives for women.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1294 on third reading and final passage.
The question is the passage of House Bill 1294 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Kohler, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Oops, we have one person who has, there we go. Close the machine. With 35 ayes, 30 noes, and no excused, House Bill 1294 is passed. Co-sponsors. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1109.
House Bill 1109 by Representatives Becker J. and Becker K. Also Senator Sonnenberg and Donovan, concerning limits of the basic tenets of Colorado water law placed on the ability of certain federal agencies to impose conditions on water right owner in exchange for permission to use federal land.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1109 on third reading and final passage.
The question is the passage of House Bill 1109 on third reading and final passage. See no discussion. Mr. Kohler, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Close the machine. With 65 ayes, no noes, and no excused, House Bill 1109 is passed. Co-sponsors. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1156.
House Bill 1156 by Representatives Danielson and Salazar, also Senator Donovan, concerning the prohibition of an action against an employee for sharing wage information.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1156 on third reading and final passage.
The question is the passage of House Bill 1156 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Kohler, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Close the machine. With 40 ayes, 25 noes, and no excused, House Bill 1156 is passed. Co-sponsors. Close the machine. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1317.
House Bill 1317 by Representative Williams, also Senator Holbert, concerning clarifying the types of transactions that may be included in a motor vehicle service contract.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1317 on third reading and final passage.
The question is the passage of House Bill 1317 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Kohler, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Close the machine. With 63 ayes, 64 ayes, 1 no, and no excused, House Bill 1317 is passed. Co-sponsors. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of Senate Bill 126. I have Senate Bill 126 on my calendar.
Senate Bill 126 by Senator Roberts, also Representatives Garnett and Nordberg, concerning parity of state chartered banks with federally chartered banks regarding frequency of meetings.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 126 on third reading and final passage.
The question is the passage of Senate Bill 126 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Kohler, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Close the machine. With 65 ayes, no noes, and no excuse, Senate Bill 126 is passed. Co-sponsors. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1327.
House Bill 1327, Representative Janal, also Senator Grantham, concerning the Colorado Dental Board's authority to promulgate rules implementing financial responsibility requirements for dental care providers.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1327 on third reading and final passage.
The question is the passage of House Bill 1327 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Kohler, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Close the machine with 65 ayes, no noes, and no excused. House Bill 1327 is passed. Co-sponsors. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1308.
House Bill 1308 by Representative Kagan, also Senator Newell, concerning the offense of intentional misrepresentation of a service animal.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1308 on third reading and final passage.
The question is the passage of House Bill 1308 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Kohler, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Close the machine with 65 ayes, no noes, and no excused. House Bill 1308 is passed. Co-sponsors. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1326.
House Bill 1326 by Representatives Primavera and Willett, also Senator Crowder, concerning changes in the requirements for the coverage of health care benefits for physical rehabilitation services to allow for increased consumer access to services.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1326 on third reading and final passage.
The question is the passage of House Bill 1326 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Kohler, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Close the machine. With 40 ayes, 25 noes, and no excused, House Bill 1326 is passed. Co-sponsors. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1377. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to lay over House Bill 1377 until April 1st.
The motion is to lay over House Bill 1377 until April 1st. Seeing no objection, so ordered. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of Senate Bill 13.
Senate Bill 13 by Senator Newell, also Representative Singer, concerning statutory changes related to the Office of the Child Protection Ombudsman.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 13 on third reading and final passage.
The question is the passage of Senate Bill 13 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Kohler, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Close the machine. With 59 ayes, 6 noes, and no excused, Senate Bill 13 is passed. Co-sponsors. We are now back to announcements and introductions. Any announcements and introductions? Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I didn't make this announcement at earlier ones because they just got here, coming in from Salida, Colorado. A group from the Economic Development Corporation open for business in Chaffee County, their director and some leadership candidates. If you would please stand and be recognized.
That's only a $2 fine, Representative Wilson. You want to try for another one? Please proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just wanted to point out that they're here to try to figure out what we're doing, so any help that you all could provide would be appreciated. Thank you.
Further announcements and introductions. Seeing none, Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, if you are on the Appropriations Committee, they're going to reconvene after we recess. If you are not on the Appropriations Committee, you are free to go for the day, and we will start again tomorrow at 9 a.m. With that, I move that the House stand in recess until later today at 1:30 p.m.
The motion is to stand in recess until later today at 1:30 p.m. Seeing no objection, we're in recess.